All good. Thank you, Atmanand and Siri. Today's topic: how to make the spiritual journey peaceful and blissful. How to make the spiritual journey peaceful and blissful. So, everybody in this world wants peace, love, and bliss. But today, on our theme, of course, you can ask me any question, but the theme is how to make a spiritual journey. Because people don't know how to make a spiritual journey peaceful, blissful, joyous, full of love. Sip Jyoti, Sip Sadanand, Sip Siri, Sip Atmanand, Sip Alak, Sip Deepatma, Sip Kamalji, Sip Krishna, Sip Bliko, Sip Chotwani, Sip Samatma, Sip Premchandji, Sip Gigi, Sip Sita, Sip Anil, Sip Saroja, Sip Bliss, Sip Kumar, Sip Siba, Sip Meenakshi, Sip Das, Sip Parvatiyama, Sip Sarla, Sip Prakash, Sip Nichani Ashok, Sip Girish Ananda, Sip Shair coming back from the mountains, Sip Parwani Rekha, Sip Chidanand, Sip Laveen, Sip Lawrence. Welcome back. Sip Sukhi, Sip Soham, Sip Komal. Welcome back. Sip Sundar, Sip Harshal, Sip Rajananda, Sip, all others Sip who are on the call whom I cannot see, but I welcome you to this call. So there you are. I have somebody still saying connecting to audio for the last 5 minutes. The subject of today's discussion, very interesting because many people think, oh, spirituality, kitna boring hai. Kya ye boring spirituality. हमारे को, we want to make life a blast. We want to enjoy life. खाओ पियो जियो. क्या तुम लोग spirituality? क्या ये zoom call, क्या zoom boom doom, क्या ये सभी? How can we make spiritual journey blissful, peaceful? Can we? Can we or can we not? So, over to you, masters on the call. How can we make spiritual journey beautiful, blissful, peaceful, happy, exciting? Aham Atma. Our dearest Aham Atma Krishnan. Unmute.
Uh,
Yes,
how
sir.
to make the spiritual journey blissful and happy? What is the topic? How
That
to
only.
make
People think spiritual journey बहुत boring है ना. ये
okay.
मत खाओ, ये मत पहनो, ये मत करो, वो मत करो, ऐसा मत करो. People think spirituality is all about don't do this and don't do this and don't do this and don't do this and don't do this.
Life is like a drama, as I read in your book. Life is a leela, actually,
हाँ.
with a complete acceptance and surrender. But it will be very difficult for the beginners. It will be very, very difficult for the beginners. Why I should accept certain things, cause and effect. So many things are there. Law of karma is there, but it is for the beginners to understand. It will be very difficult. But whenever we have taken a first step towards the spirituality, as I read in your book, religion is like a kindergarten. Actually, religion is like a kindergarten. There are so many gods and goddesses are there. I have also understood for the last 10 days I am attending this. I can see a lot of improvements um, in my response to everybody.
But
Whoever
are
it
you
may be.
happy? Are you
Huh?
peaceful? Are you happy? Are you
Yes,
blissful?
yes, yes, yes.
Some people are coming and telling me,
Yeah.
थोड़ा boring हो गया. My life has no fun. वो मसाला missing है. वो हम अभी पूरा दिन हमारे को हिंदी.
Yeah, yeah.
I
मालूम है,
so
मालूम है.
so I some people told me तुम पूरा दिन बोलता है हरी हरी हरी. हमारे को तो मजा हरी मिर्च में आता है. हमारे को हरी मिर्च खाना है. तुम बोलता है हरी हरी. हमारे को हरी मिर्च चाहिए.
We should the how to make the spiritual journey blissful is we should always make our question mark into the wonder mark. Actually, as you correctly said, the breathing, whatever we are doing, whatever we are talking, everything is a wonder. But people take the life for granted. Actually, everything is a wonder. People expect the wonderful things to happen. But whatever things which are happening in our life, that itself is a wonder. We go to sleep in the night and getting up in the early morning, that itself is a wonder. If everybody is going to if everybody is going to turn the question mark into the wonder mark, how the
Good.
things are happening with a
Good.
complete acceptance and surrender, What cannot be changed cannot be changed. If
So
we
you are
have
you
that
are
kind of
you
attitude,
are blessed. You are blessed. You have reached that level. You have crossed over. But some people they get blocked. They say ना हमारा family party में है. हमारा family तो पटाखे जला रहे हैं. हमारा family थोड़ा champagne पी रहा है. हमारा family थोड़ा मजाक कर रहा है. हमारे को लगता है वो बोलता है हमारा लाइफ मजा नहीं है. हमारा लाइफ सजा है सजा. So
no,
why
no.
people are thinking it is saja? You are not thinking like that.
Yeah, if the people understand the impermanence of the life, definitely they will be little bit serious in the spirituality,
Thank you.
because
Thank you. Atma,
yeah.
I am Atma. Thank you for a good start. Krishna, let's hear Krishna's perspective. How is it why how to make a spiritual life, or what was the question? Is how to make the spiritual life blissful, peaceful. Krishna.
Yes, the Shivoham.
So
Yes, life must have been Saja once upon a time, but now one perspective I have is spiritual journey is always peaceful and blissful. It was a worldly journey which was filled with anxiety and this and that, and many things when we are clinging to the world. The simplest tip is what you gave today at 7-Eleven. Always a tips. Today you said, what was the tip you said? My God.
count your blessing.
Count your blessings. Yeah, that is the most simplest tip. कितना हमारे पास है, दो आंख तो है ही. So why should you be not peaceful and not blissful? That is the simplest. But now coming to this call for almost now it is coming to 2 years or so, less than 2 years. But the last time your question was from intellectualization to realization. You taught us intellectualization to realization, realizing the truth. Yes, that is the first step. Then you taught us to be conscious of that realization. To be in the Satyachit Anand, to be in the bliss of truth consciousness. Now, all that coming together has transformed us. And now, I don't think that this journey is definitely peaceful and blissful. Kitna hamare andar se chale gaya. So, why it is not happening is definitely because we are becoming again and again the slave of our mind. There is no other reason. Mind and ego for us. Yeah.
Very
But
good.
when you have identity, yeah, it is always peaceful and blissful.
So Krishna, you're also see you have evolved to a point. Remember, some months back you would be pulled by the mind. Some months back you would say, "Pata nahi aisa kuch." You so
My experience is, I would like to share to this group also. I never, though I knew there was some magic in this call, I was not going by the complete logic. I would say this journey is very magical, not logical. And I was not, though I knew there was some divinity in this, I was not completely trusting you, to be very frank. Now it is 100% trust, 100% faith. And that has caused the magic. And I think the retreats had helped a lot.
good. So I thank you, Krishna. I also know how you have transformed your life. I've seen you evolving over 2 years, last 2 years, since we have met and the one retreat, second retreat. So the point is this: the many people I'm just giving one more small perspective. Somehow they feel spiritual journey is bland. That, for example, I don't tell any of you in the spiritual journey, ye kapda mat pehno. Yesterday, one girl met me. One girl met me and she said, आप बोलता है हेयर डाई मत करना, हमारे को तो बॉडी को थोड़ा ब्यूटीफुल करना है, तो स्पिरिचुअल जर्नी को कैसे हम करना है कि बॉडी को भी ब्यूटीफुल करना है, कैसे करना है. तो आई सेड आई हैव नेवर टोल्ड यू नॉट टू मेक द बॉडी ब्यूटीफुल. I have never told you not to look good or not to put a cream on your face. I'm saying don't become a slave to that. Don't become addicted to that. So there's a difference in what I'm saying. For example, I told that girl, can I put mehendi in my head? I said, put mehendi in your head. But some girls, they want to put red color, silver color, gold color. So don't have to look like a joker. You don't need to, in spirituality, do up to a point.
In spite of doing all this, also still they will never get happy, because one of their example which one person gave was, in spite of wearing the most costliest sari to a party, when somebody commented, "Hey, this is not worth the cost," she said, "I couldn't enjoy the entire party." Yeah. Now coming to the spiritual journey, we don't care a hoot about all these comments. Nothing affects us.
So I don't know, you never told us this story, but I know a story of a foreigner who came to India and bought a very costly sari in a boutique for 1,50,000. And when she entered the party, her cousin told, "Hey, beautiful sari, yeah." And then when she told, "Yeah, I bought it from this designer for 1,50,000," she opened the phone and showed a photograph. "I'm wearing the same sari and I bought in Kanjivaram for 10,000 rupees." So she said, "How can you?" She got so upset, not that the whole trip to India was wasted, because she felt she got cheated in that boutique for 1,50,000. So yes, we have to grow big. Thank you, Krishna. Thank you for a good perspective. Bliko, I want to hear some more perspectives. Bliko, is a spiritual journey peaceful, blissful, boringful? What is a spiritual journey?
Yeah. So, Shivam,
Shiva.
everybody, love you all. I put in 5 points. So, first of that, before that points, I said, he, uh, anybody is on spiritual path has to understand the importance uh, of the spiritual journey. If you don't value something, you will not strive for that. That is one thing. And the peaceful and blissful comes later, right? Once you have that attraction or inclination towards the spiritual journey, then only you will find it peaceful or blissful. Otherwise, if you are just uh, flowing with the flow, or somebody you don't have talas before you enter into this journey, then you will not understand the importance. And the first point, so very important, is in your talas you will find guru. If you find guru, and if you are not faithful, it's of no use. Your journey will not become peaceful or blissful. So that is first point. You should have guru and you should follow religious. Second thing, you have to cut down the distraction, because there is so many distraction in our life. Anybody's life, there is a distraction. Relation, this, that, money, job, so many. So we have to cut down the distraction. Number two. Number three is we should have a contentment in our life. Whatever we get, because we have the clarity that everything is happening due to karma. Whatever I am getting or whatever position I am is because of my karma. Now, even if I jump too much and don't contentment and there is no contentment in my life, how will be life will be peaceful? Forget about spiritual life. Your normal life will not be peaceful, right? Without spirituality also. That is number three. And number four is not to strive for more and more and more. Whatever you got with your lesser import, like let's say if I have to do job for 8 hours, do it 8 hours. That's it. Forget about it. When you come home, there is no job in your mind. That should be the attitude. So when you are not striving for the more, your spiritual journey will become smooth and peaceful. And last point is you have to be in yoga, not in bhoga. If you are thinking about bhoga and you are spiritual, that is hypocrisy, because you will never progress in that. So you have to monitor that thing also. These are the 5 points I was thinking, and I'm open to learn more on this one. Thank
You
you.
are given complete thesis. You are given the complete thesis. Very good. Bliko has given his 5-point strategy, and even what Krishna said and what Bliko said, both of them said, normal life has got us a lot of stress and anxiety. People who have come to this call have passed through so much stress, so much anxiety, greed is there, anger is there, disappointment is there, fear is there. So in this call, what we get is we get a life where we overcome fear, worry, stress, anxiety, regret, shame, and guilt. You overcome anger, hate, revenge, jealousy, pride, greed, and selfishness. अरे वो कहाँ मिलता है दुनिया में? So what Bliko beautifully said, and like Krishna started it and Bliko ended it, that achievement cannot give happiness. Contentment must give. So unless you can have anything, a man who has 1 crore says, "मुझे 1 crore, crorepati ban gaya, crorepati."
5
A
crore
millionaire.
chahiye.
Millionaire wants to become billionaire.
5
Billionaire
billion,
wants to
yeah.
become trillion. Elon Musk, trillionaire. I want to become trillionaire. So the point is that where is the end?
No.
There is no end. Because as long as you have greed, you have never going to fulfill your need. So thank you, Bliko, for your submissions. Ashok Nichani, how to
Sure,
make a spiritual life blissful, peaceful? Ashok.
sure, Sarji.
Shivam, sir.
Sarji, there are many points, but the most important are live like a yogi, live in consciousness, then positive thinking, find inner peace, live in the present moment, love yourself, love the nature, feel the nature's bliss, do things which make you happy. And for blissful, peaceful, this thing, early morning, go to the beach, sit in meditation, Gayatri Mantra, close your eyes, sit, feel the sunrise at that time. All these things, Sarji.
But
जो
there are,
आसमान
thank you
में
for saying all this. But some people are very hesitant. They are reluctant. अरे spiritual life में क्या अशोक boring उठे सुबह को उठ के जाके I must go and do sit in silence. I don't very boring.
that is morning bliss, Sarji. जो आसमां में तारे हैं, जमीन पे फूल खिलते हैं. Feel that bliss, nature. Close your eyes. Visualize yourself that you are there.
Okay, so good. Ashok Nichani adds to the group that is already experiencing the bliss that comes in spirituality. But I'm hoping that somebody will question and challenge. Yes, spirituality is a little boring. So, 1+, who is 1+? Unmute 1+, CPH. Yes, 1+, we don't know your name, 1+, CPH 2381. Yes, please. Otherwise, go to Atmanand. 1+, you're not unmuting, so Atmanand.
Shivam Guruji.
Shivoham.
I think Rico summarized it well. I was going to tell it as ABC, acceptance, be in yoga, and contentment.
You created your new ABC. Huh? So accept, be in yoga, and yoga means that divine union. Actually, Anand, what you're saying, let me add one tag to it. The kind of bliss and peace and joy in spirituality, people who have not tasted spirituality have not tasted it at all. They have not enjoyed it. Of course, there is excitement. There is excitement, but it's not greater than enlightenment. Excitement is just a very, very ordinary version of enlightenment. The joy, the ecstasy, the euphoria in enlightenment, those who really experience awakening. Oh, I am the divine. I am Sip. The moment Krishnan, how he speaks, because Krishnan is changed his name, like Atmanand. Ahem Atma. Ahem Atma. I am the Atma. Atmanand. I am not only Atma, but I am an Atma in Anand. So that is Atmanand. The name itself, you say Atmanand, Atmanand, that name only can transport you into a state of bliss. Very well said. Thank you. Siba.
Pranam Guruji.
Pranam. Bolo.
Guruji, first of all, loads and loads of love to you, Guruji, from all the aspects, Guruji.
अरे आज तो मैं आपका चटनी खा रहा था, आपका सभी चटनी वटनी आप पुणे से प्यार से भेजा. थैंक यू. कंटिन्यू.
Guruji, first of all, I should be very, very, very much thankful to you for gifting me such a beautiful name. Guruji, everything is changing, Guruji. Everything is going on. मालूम नहीं क्या चमत्कार हो रहा है गुरुजी, but everything is changing.
देखूं मैं कितना दिन आप ऐसा रहता है, मुझे देखना है.
Guruji, you bless me, no, Guruji. I will remain in that state only, Guruji.
Be in that. Siba matlab soul in bala. You must always remind yourself. Yeah. Siba. Both. Correct.
When I remember that soul, na, Guruji, I see that spark in me, Guruji.
Good.
And
अच्छा,
Guruji,
आज का टॉपिक में कुछ बोलना है?
हाँ, Guruji. Spirituality teaches us the art of living, Guruji. जीवन जीने की कला. तो in all the aspect, and then जीवन जीने की कला, फिर retreat में जैसे BLK DRM जो हुआ, Guruji, it teaches us why we are born, what is the purpose of our birth. When we contemplate a lot on this, Guruji, we get so many clarity about our life, that why are we born, and if I know because of this I am building karma, I step back, Guruji, in all the aspects, Guruji.
Very good.
Today it was only intellectual. इतने दिन मुझे सब intellectually मालूम था, Guruji, but there was no realization as such, Guruji. But today I realized. I was so thankful to my husband for making me so strong, Guruji, in all the aspects, Guruji. Guruji, I realized that if he would have not played that role in my life, जो मुझे picture आता था पहले सब कुछ, I understood the drama, why that drama was going on, and why why मतलब वो गुरुजी वो पिक्चर आज फट गया गुरुजी, everything went away कि because of him only I am here on this
Okay,
path,
good.
Guruji. So
Very good.
I am thankful to him all the aspect. उसको जाके मैंने बोला नहीं, पर मैं अंदर से बहुत thankful हूँ उसके लिए.
Very good.
And secondly, you 3 days back or few days back you said about yoga, bhoga and distraction. मतलब Guruji, yoga, bhoga and distraction. That day you said about that card, that example you gave me of that card. कि 1 minute enlighten आदमी को भी 1 second वो जो distraction है कि we see the messages, अरे किसी ने मेरा पैसा तो नहीं चुराया, that distraction. Guruji, I contemplated on that a lot, Guruji, and मैं तो बोली मेरे को तो कितना सारा distraction है, हर चीज का distraction है. I am not suitable in any this thing. मैं सबके पास देखती हूँ तो मेरे को ऐसा लगता है कि उसने मेरे को कितना ट्रबल किया, इसने मेरे को कितना ट्रबल किया. If I see the picture कि उसकी वजह से मैं इधर हूँ, तो all the picture is clear, Guruji.
Okay, good. Okay, Bala, good. Your time is up. Thank you. Sukhi.
गुरुजी बात करनी
अभी
है
बाद
मुझे.
में और सेकेंड राउंड में अभी आप सबको बोलना है. सुखी, come again. Sukhi,
Shivoham, sir.
Shivam.
So you're saying how to make spiritual journey peaceful and blissful.
Yeah,
So
how
I
to build a
feel,
spiritual life. Yeah.
So I feel spiritual journey itself is peaceful and blissful.
But what about
If
those
we have
people who
the
don't
yearning.
think? Why many people don't think of it like that? Then what do you have to say?
So we have to have deep yearning. That is one. Then getting a right guru. We are blessed to have a right guru. Daily we have your Zoom call. Plus you have been giving daily happiness tips. And your simple teaching of it has made the life so simple and blissful. Today my name is Sukhi. That itself is the answer, I feel.
Good, very beautiful. So your name itself, sometimes if I said name is very, very important. Many of you have followed it. Many of you have taken up a new name, which changes. A new name means a new life.
Yes.
A new name means a new life. Thank you, Sukhi. Siri,
Thank
see,
you.
Siri's got a new name. Soul in Raji. Siri, yes, Siri.
Shivam Guruji.
Shivam.
Suki told only spiritual journey is peaceful and blissful because you start count your blessings, accept and surrender because everything is unfolding as per karma, and we have born only to realize the purpose of our life. So without that, this life is waste. So it is only spiritual journey which is peaceful and blissful.
Very good. You know, I'm very happy with all of you are giving your testimonial. It's beautiful, peaceful. But I still find many people have misunderstood spiritual journey. Many people think spiritual journey mein ye mat khao, ye mat piyo, idhar mat. No, but this is a wrong understanding. So how to make a spiritual, you can enjoy whatever you like, provided I've told you one hand has to be completely in yoga and the second hand must not be in bhoga. Then you are set to move forward. Thank you, Siri. We have Sonia.
Hi, can you
Hi,
hear?
Sonia. Yes,
Hi.
welcome back.
Yes, thank you for having me. What makes a spiritual journey blissful and peaceful is what you were saying, a spiritual life, right?
Yes.
So just like everyone has said, the spiritual life is already blissful and peaceful. Why people from outside think that it's not
Absolutely. Yeah,
it's-
that's the question.
I think it's because they see people who lead spiritual lives or think that they're leading spiritual lives, but are not really fully spiritual. Sometimes when we start off, we have one foot on one boat and one foot on another boat. It's like you're a little bit in the world and a little bit not on the world. So you're neither there nor here. And so you're like kind of, still figuring it out. And when that happens, you appear to be walking a spiritual path, or you look like you're leading a spiritual life to the outside world, but you're not fully blissful and peaceful yet. A person who's truly heading towards a spiritual direction, like truly doing it, will definitely be blissful and peaceful. That's kind of the full of it, the result, the fruit.
Very beautifully said. I think Sonia said it very beautifully, that people from the outside, when they look at people, they build several impressions. And what she said was what was most impactful. when you're not yet on a spiritual journey, when you are trying to get in fact, Krishna started with it, I think, that people who are trying to get into the spiritual journey sometimes find it a struggle because they are coming from a samsaric world to a divine world. And how to come from a samsaric world to a divine world? How to actually, you don't have to renounce, you don't have to give up really anything. But yes, there are many things which are making you sink. And in the beginning, you cling to those things, you're addicted to pleasures, to possessions, to people. But when you break that addiction and you're free, then the joy is tremendous. So those obviously Sonia has also evolved in her journey of spirituality, and that's why she's given a good input. Yes, thank you, Sonia. Anything else? Otherwise, Ru Mataji.
I just wanted to also add that I have a lot of friends who say to me that, or who used to say to me that, oh, like what, like you said, oh, such a boring life. What is it? But it doesn't mean, being on a spiritual journey means that you're like the duck who has the feet in the water, but the head is always on top, right? You're in the world, but you're not of the world.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean you're no longer in the world. You're still going through and doing your fulfilling your obligations, your karma, but really you're, hand in work, mind with God, right? Like attention with God. So that's, from the outside, it's not fully understood. I don't think they really understand that very well.
Very well, sir. Thank you. Yes, so what you say is absolutely right. Thank you, Ru Mataji.
Pradam Guruji, Shivoham.
Boliye Mataji.
Guruji's spirituality is full of peace and bliss. Rather, it is another name for spirituality. And I think it saves us from the clutches of religious life. And secondly, person feels that ये दुनिया अगर मिल भी जाए तो क्या है? For him, this world is of no use. अगर वो मिल भी जाए तो कुछ नहीं है. And he lives like a कमल का फूल. बस ऊपर ऊपर से रहता है दुनिया में, not immersed in bhoga, and always lives in yoga, and रूह से रूह का प्यार करता हुआ चलता है, and lives like a soul.
Very good. We always say Kamal ka phool. Today Sonia told like a duck. Duck is not sinking. Duck के पास पाँव भी है, लेकिन duck आराम से नदी में, लेक पे ऊपर घूम, surface के ऊपर duck is enjoying. जब duck को अंदर डुबकी मारना है, अंदर डुबकी मारता है, नहीं अंदर जाके फिर वापस ऊपर आ जाता है. So a real spiritual person does not necessarily renounce the world. A real spiritual person is able to consume the world to the amount they need to consume.
Yes.
I always tell you all, don't need to give up all the pleasure, but enjoy pleasure as a prasadam. When you enjoy pleasure as a prasadam, then you are set, well set. Okay, thank you, Rumataji. Meenakshi.
Shivam, sir, good evening.
Good evening. Yes,
So,
Meenakshi.
sir, spirituality is already blissful and peaceful. The person who are not experiencing it is because of, I think one of the major reason is they are stuck with religion. The religion is if they are not understanding the difference between the religion and the spirituality, then they will not be getting the peace and all. They will be definitely stuck in all the puja part, arti, kriya karma and all that. They somehow misunderstand the fact that spirituality is different, religion is different. So I think that is the main reason. And secondly, we are like, I am very much peaceful with this path because I know the solution. I have all kind of emotions, bad emotions like anger I still have, but somehow I managed to do I managed to do it with the peace. Like I'm able to keep myself in silence, and then I'm okay with it. So I
Very
think
good.
that is.
I think you also, even Rumataji mentioned about religion. Yes, spirituality also takes you, because religion has got so much mythology, so many fairy tales, so many rituals. So what you say is correct. Thank you, Meenakshi. Let us see will. Will's image is today going blank, 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 blank. Yes, Will?
Shigo Hang Sip, thanks for taking this call.
Yes, Will.
Everybody says that their spiritual life is peaceful and blissful, and
What do you think? What do you think?
well, I think it's not necessary. It could be one or another. I think that your problem is where you think it should be peaceful, but maybe it's not peaceful. And the question is, why is it not peaceful? Because the spiritual life, it's the journey from mind into consciousness. That's what the journey is.
Yes.
And if you have not reached consciousness, you're not going to have completely fulfilled the life. So that doesn't mean it's wrong, because you're on the journey. You can't start scolding yourself and say, I'm not doing it wrong. Or you're doing it right. You are doing it right, but you haven't yet arrived, but it's not wrong. And this is why the Buddha taught the Four Noble Truths. And he said, if you are suffering, you need to learn where your attachment is. Why is it? But it's not wrong to suffer. It's just you're on a journey. And that's why the Buddha emphasized patience, endurance. Many people suffer a lot on the journey. You need to be patient. And this is the journey between mind and consciousness.
Very beautifully said. So let me pause. When Will has turned this whole subject, for the first time somebody says, oh, it's not necessary that you have to be peaceful and blissful, because the journey of spirituality is a journey. And those people who are trying to enter this journey, not everybody will be blessed. Not everybody will be blessed to enter the journey and to reach that state of awakening. And many of you, many of you on this call have evolved. You have realized many truths. You have awakened to many truths. Many of you are experiencing that peace and bliss. But does it mean that you will never be unhappy? No, not yet. There are times where you may become unhappy. There may be some time or I'm feeling very low today. Some people come and tell me, I'm feeling very low. Why? Somebody came and told me, Guruji, I'm feeling very low. Why are you feeling low? You're feeling low because your mind has taken command. Your mind has taken charge. Your mind has come and told you, kya ye Zoom call daily, kya ye Zoom call daily. Then you say, yaar, I'm wasting my time. Yaar. Kuch bhi nahi, same yahi baat hai. You don't realize that it is oxygen for you to live a life that can be free from misery and sorrow. You are free from stress and anxiety. How to live? Luckily, SIP has given us a way where we are saying sab kuch karo. We are saying sab kuch karo. Jo bhi, nothing in this call, we don't say anything, don't do. Do it. Whatever you want to do, you do. But you decide. You decide what is good for you, what is not good for you. You decide with your intellect. So in the call, we learn how to activate the intellect. This journey is an evolving journey. Everybody keeps on climbing. But like Will said also, and I think some other people also said, not everybody reaches a point where you reach the top. You know the analogy? Let me give you an analogy SIP gave me just now. SIP gave me an analogy just now that when you sit in an aeroplane, you have to tie your seat belt. Seat belt's on, seat belt sign is on, and the pilot says, now, air hostess, if you remove your seat belt and stand, hey, sit down, air hostess will shout. Why? Because there's turbulences. When you're going from ground level to the heaven level, 30,000 feet above, you will go through some turbulences. And as you go through the turbulences, you have to put your seat belt. And when you finish reaching the height, when you reach the top, then you can take off your seat belt, because then you are already there. So many of you have already reached 30,000 feet above. Now you're all playing in the plane. Many of you are playing, but those people who are sitting with the seat belt on, the plane is going, turbulences, oh, so much, my stomach is going, I'm in turbulence. Yeah, many people are in that state of takeoff. As long as you're climbing up the journey. But before I go to Chitra next, I must tell you that those people who think that a spiritual life is boring, they have not tasted. They have not tasted the bliss, the anand. And therefore they think, like I think who said from the outside, Sonia? Krishna also said, from the outside, people may think, कि ये spiritual life थोड़ा boring है, bland है, masala nahi, masala. So it's like when you have got a bad stomach, they give you kanji or they give you something. That there's masala nahi, but you've got a bad stomach, no? So you have to have that curd rice. And with the curd rice, में थोड़ा pepper डालना है, थोड़ा pepper, no, plain curd rice, because you need to. Chitra, thank you, Chitra.
Yeah, Shivoham.
Shivoham.
I feel there is an important role of Acharya and Guru here to create interest in the people. Seeing in their presence, if they feel everybody wants love and happiness, if they approach a Guru or Acharya and they see him very happy, loving, kind, they will start approaching that Guru and Acharya. And slowly, whatever he says, they will start implementing it. But in first attraction will be the Guru's love. They may not know whether the spirituality is peaceful, blissful, or anything, but they all are seeking love and happiness. When they get it, they will be attracted towards the Guru. And then slowly the Guru will inject whatever is required. So that is one of the way. And then other is a motivational life live examples, like you have told that in your life itself you have been a businessman, then you didn't find any happiness there, and then only here you find happiness. So this is a live example. So that such an example will also motivate them. Live examples will motivate, and particularly youth and all, if they like to go roam around because they are full energetic, then retreat workshops can be arranged with the sole motive of giving the final thing, but all this can motivate them. And next thing is, those who are following this path, they have to be also the ambassador, saying that they have to be an ambassador, that spiritual life is really peaceful and blissful. They should be able to see it. Others, they are able to see it, then maybe they will be attracted towards it, and they will, but they find that it is very boring, because most of them are renounced, sitting like a beggar, renouncing everything. And maybe they are elevated, we don't know, but still outward appearance appears to be like they are not experiencing, having any fun, pleasure of life. So that may be demotivating, but it is not necessarily so. Everybody need not renounce. Raja Janak, like that, he was a king and then he enjoyed the life.
So that's a very beautiful point, what Chitra you're saying. So do we teach here that everybody must renounce everything and go? This is what we teach?
No, not at
No
all.
need to renounce. You don't have to give up everything, but everything should give you up.
Yes.
You don't have to, for example, you know what was my favorite food? Have I told you, Chitra?
No.
My favorite
Masala
food was
dosa, I think.
masala
Masala
dosa.
dosa. Yeah.
So I was so crazy about masala dosa. For me, I mean, masala dosa means I leave Zoom call and go eat masala dosa, like that. But then I became a master, and masala dosa could no more attract me, could no more pull me. Now I enjoy dosa.
Yes.
I enjoy
Yeah.
masala dosa, but maybe I have not eaten masala dosa maybe for 1 month. Otherwise,
Yes.
if I don't eat for 2 days or 3 days, means world record.
Uh-huh.
And the next 10 days also,
That
I'll not
craving.
be in
That
Bangalore. So, yes, Chitra.
that craving is gone.
So
That
spirituality
craving.
is becoming a master. Spirituality is not, I don't like anybody becoming a bhikshu. I don't like
Yes.
anybody becoming a beggar. I tell anybody who comes to me, I tell them, create your own self-sufficiency. Don't need to beg anybody for food. And sometimes, unfortunately, many spiritual sadhus, what they say, Bhiksham Deva, dekho mujhe kuch khana de do. Kyun khana dena? Kyun khana dena? तुम अपना पैर पे खड़ो. You work for 2 hours, 4 hours,
Yeah.
do whatever you want. You can eat, you have enough money to eat. This is, I think, a wrong understanding that spirituality means giving up the world completely. No, you don't
Yes,
have to
yes,
give up
yeah.
the world. Thank you,
So here I
Chitra.
would like to here I would
Yeah,
like to say one more point.
yeah,
That today's topic is like no child wants to go to school. No, we create interest in them. How we create interest in a child to go to school?
yeah.
You some initially bribe, mother bribes also. आ जाओ ये homework कर लो, chocolate देंगे, ice cream देंगे. Also that initially, but slowly and still he understands that the value of going to school. All these gimmicks have to be
So that you
got off.
started, you started saying importance of Acharya or Guru. That was your beginning,
Yeah.
right?
Yes. Yes.
So yes, the Guru and Acharya has to make spiritual life interesting. Imagine my Guru, when my Guru,
Yes.
when
Yes.
when I was going to go into spirituality, I was scared.
Yeah.
I was scared
You,
because my Guru had given up everything. My
okay.
Guru was a simple
But
man, very simple
no,
man.
uh,
But he told
you were
me,
going because you loved him somehow deep in
yeah,
the
but I
heart. I
loved
don't
him.
know. Maybe
But
you
he
accept.
gave the
Yeah.
same example. He said,
Mm,
you are not meant to become a sadhu.
right.
He said, you are meant to be like a Raja Janak. These are the words. He said,
Mm,
you are meant because you are coming from a Raja. I was like a
yes.
king.
Yes. Yes. Businessman. Yeah.
My life had a kingly lifestyle. Oh, I was very happy. Very, very
Yes.
super happy. But now
Yes.
I am more happy without
Yes.
trying to act like a king.
Yes. This live example will motivate many,
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you,
many,
Chitra.
many. Yeah.
So
Thank
we
you.
have
Thank you.
got Bliss. Siba is round number 2, Bliss, Atmanji, and Lawrence, and then Siba.
Hi, Shwam, dear Shwam,
Hi.
everyone.
Yes,
Love you
Bliss.
all.
Love you, Bolo.
I would like to say spirituality is very helpful and it gave me the chance to be very a little more resilient and everything. So it's always the chance to choose happiness over everything and to be grateful for everything I have and everything I live. Day by day, I have very a lot of gift from God, and I'm so grateful for everything because spirituality might give me a lot of things. And
Good.
through you, I have understand many things.
Thank you, Bliss. Because what happens, I know you also have evolved over last many months and over the last many years. First, you were wanting motivation, you want energy and enthusiasm. And then slowly, when I changed my life, you also evolved with me. Bliss has been following me even before I changed, was transformed. So Bliss was following me from more than 10 years when I was a motivational speaker. And so
Yeah,
she's one of those early followers. But yeah, but now you have learned how to be peaceful. If something is going wrong, also okay, no
yeah,
problem. Karma. You have understood the concept of life. You are
yes,
able to face life with resilience, with strength, and that is very
yeah. I have
good.
very changes since I follow the your
Thank
your road and everything is very helpful for me and my life. Thank you so
Thank you. When
much.
Bliss joined, I was wondering how long she will be there because she doesn't know English and she's from Canada, Quebec. And then, so I said, how long this girl will be in the call? But she's not going. She's there from so many years. She's always, and she's our pillar. She's our anchor. Thank you, Bliss. We have Atmanji.
I bow down to you, Sip, sir.
Namaskar, sir.
Sir, 2, 3 points I will mention, sir, here.
Yes, sir.
First thing is, I started watching this meeting again at 8 a.m. in the morning, and I found that different dimension is opening. And different meaning and deep meaning is I'm getting.
Means
After
you're listening to this recording again second time every day.
second time. This is really eye opener for me. So
Okay.
one thing, sir. Secondly, sir, the today's subject, like I want to mention that once we understand the big picture of life, the birth, life, karma, death, rebirth, moksha, total picture, drama, that what happens, even if some problem comes, anger, jealousy, and other things, it is very easy to bounce back. Like earlier, it took me maybe 4 or 5 hours or one day. Suppose some argument has happened with my wife. It took one day to settle it. But now only 2-3 minutes take and we it come in the line, sir. This is
Very good.
bouncing back efficiency has increased. First thing, sir. Secondly, sir, when time is ticking away. Our focus should not be what people are feeling and what are their opinions. I have calculated, very interesting, sir. Suppose I am 60 years of age and life expectancy is 75. I have found out that only 1375 days are left because 8 plus 8 plus 8 principle. 8 sleeping, 8 routine job and work, and 8 hours is time for us. Considering this thing, only 1,375 days are left for enlightenment. So where is the time? We should not postpone it, sir. Urgency, we should feel urgency. And life is always, once we know the big picture, life becomes, by understanding, it is sorted. And all the problems are solved, sir, with relationship, argument, jealousy, and we move on the path straight way, sir. This is my
No, very beautifully said. And Atmanji has given us few points. First, he's telling us that he is listening to the same Zoom call again 8 o'clock in the morning every day in his free time, and he is able to find value. That's a submission. I have no time to look at the call again, but I will try. I will also try to listen to the call. And yes, time is limited. Atmanji, you are saying 1375 days.
days only left.
How about 1375 days? 15 into 400.
15 into
6,000.
365 days divided by one third.
Oh, divide by one third. Correct.
Because only 8 hours is for me, no?
Yeah. Correct. Yeah. So what I believe, but we don't even have surety that we have so much time.
Considering the maximum time.
Suppose today is my last day.
Yes.
Suppose today is my last day. So I'm asking you a question. Suppose I'm dancing. Earlier I was a very good dancer.
Yes,
Earlier I would be da 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 da. I would come on, let us dance. I was very musty person, full of dance. Now if somebody tells me to dance, I say I'm not a joker. I feel like I'm a joker in the circus. So of course, luckily I don't have somebody pulling me to dance. Earlier there were people who were holding me and pulling me. Come on, now, let us dance now, please, let us dance. But some of you still have somebody pulling you to dance. Then what to do? Even, I don't say don't dance, but dance in consciousness. Shivoham, Shivoham. Even you're dancing inside you, there's a music playing a different music. Music that this whole drama. Prabhu, what a drama you have created. So very few people are blessed. Many of you have said to reach the point. Atmanji, you have reached a point where you have realized. Suppose you are 60. Some people at 20, they are thinking, what is this? Let me become 60. They don't understand that there is no sense in becoming 60 without making use of life. I wish I got awakened in 48. I am thinking, I'm such a fool. I shut my business at 40. I'm thinking why I did not shut my business at 30. But I can't change it, right? It's over. Spirituality is the only way to eternal happiness. There is no other way. If we are trying to find another way, we can try, but there is no other way.
Only wastage of time.
Yeah. Good. Well said. Thank you, Lawrence and Siba.
Greetings. Good to see you, Shivam and AiR. Yes. Well, I think I've actually used the word before. I used two words, dance and beauty in the and I think, well, I come from a Christ consciousness, not a Christianity religion point of view, and that is said that the kingdom of God is within you and that the first shall be last and the last shall be first. So therefore, I don't think that we can say any limit to the blessing. So what would I say there? Why are we not happy or content? It would be because we are, well, I just heard an exercise in multiplication and division and all of that. And yeah, so coming from that true state, we don't have any of that. And so, you mentioned the young person who said, oh, they thought they couldn't look beautiful or something. But then I thought, oh, okay, well, if I look up in the sky, I see the sun, or I see the stars. Do I ask, are you beautiful today, or you're not looking good today? No, because they are in a state of unity. And so, in a sense, I would offer then we will be blissful and peaceful if we kind of have a layer in our cultures and our societies of spiritual dementia, I guess you could call it. We have a memory loss. We don't remember who we are and where we belong. And once we do, we'll be in that bliss and that peace. So that's the journey. And I think that grace is there. It's receptivity. That's what I would say. The key word is receptivity to it. Nothing less or more.
Thank you, Lawrence. Well said. Lawrence has got his own, what he says, Christ consciousness, but he says it's not religiously Christian. But yes, so Lawrence, we can see you are in that state of bliss. You're always cheerful, you're always blissful, and that blessing is important. Thank you, Siba.
Well, yeah, it's a spiritual work. It's one moment at a time.
Thank you, Siba. And I saw Atma. I'm not sure. Siba.
Guruji, I forgot to say one point, that if you get a right guru, then only spirituality, the journey of spirituality is blissful. Otherwise, if you don't get it, your life will be disaster. Right, master? Faster the journey and the life will be, or else the life will be disaster. Because
what you said is very correct. And Chitra told, unless there's a good acharya, suppose we went to school and we had a boring teacher.
Yeah.
Don't you remember in school? I used to have some very boring teachers.
Yeah.
Some teacher, he will come, okay, now today let us do something. Then he will yawn. He only is. So वो subject में हम हमेशा fail होता था.
Right.
But suppose we had a very good teacher.
Yeah.
Then that subject becomes very interesting. कभी-कभी हमारा टीचर जोकर के माफिक होता था, लेकिन फिर भी that teacher like a joker used to create such an impact on our life that. Thank you, Siba. So let me spend a few minutes.
I wanted to tell that the things you tell, that ki speak less, listen more. Then Guruji,
आपको मालूम है क्या वो? आपने सुना है क्या? Speak less आपने सुना है?
Yeah, Guruji, yesterday I saved myself from so many situations, Guruji. I was so in a one fraction of time I was thankful to you, Guruji. Guruji, आपको hiccups नहीं आए क्या फिर?
अच्छा बोलो. Closing comment.
So Guruji, yesterday I was saying my granddaughter, what is my name? What is Dadi's name? She was saying Siba. She was saying Bala. No, I said no. My name is Siba. So all of them around, they were saying me कि कौन सा अभी नया नाम तीसरा? मैं बोली अभी यही है मेरा नाम. So Guruji, everything, and all of them were sitting and I was just quiet and listening to your call, Guruji. They were not knowing what am I doing, but I was out of the matter, Guruji. Everything.
अभी मैं बोलूं थोड़ा. Okay. So my dear friends, before we close, just a few minutes. How to make the spiritual journey peaceful and blissful. Point number 1, the spiritual journey is a journey of peace. Because in a spiritual journey, you learn to still the mind and peace you find. In a spiritual journey, if only today, Monday night, you know what I'm going to be singing today? I'm going to be going and I'm going to be singing. Shivoham, 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 Shivoham. What is the meaning? Shivoham means I am Shiva, I am Siva, I am Siva, I am the Lord. I am that Lord that appears to be Chidanand, Sukhi, Krishna, bliss, appears to be. But in reality, I am not Bliko, I am that consciousness. I am not Siri. I am that soul. Spirituality can take you to that level, transport you to that level. And it does not mean you should not enjoy. If you eat laddu, enjoy laddu. But enjoy laddu as a prasadam. Say, Prabhu, today you gave laddu, enjoy. And tomorrow, if you get bhindi, yesterday Rumataji sent me bhindi. So Rumataji ka bhindi khaya, to if bhindi comes from Rumataji, I eat as a prasadam. So whatever you get, enjoy it. Enjoy it because it is so beautiful. And spirituality is that, what we said today, contentment. But it is not about leaving this world and going in the forest, leaving all your loved ones, leaving your family. Nah. But it is also not about leaving spirituality. It is loving your family, but loving the head of your family most. And the head of your family is SIP. Right on top of your family is SIP. You love all your beloved. You love all the people you love. Please love. But highest you must love SIP. And SIP is manifesting as everybody. So my dear friends, spirituality is by no way boring. It's by no way bland. Spirituality can be very exciting. If only you realize, my greatest excitement, I've not told you. I've told you my greatest excitement, I've not told you. So about 2 months back, my partner took one big dabba of bird food and hung it outside my room. And in a matter of few days, there were 4 doves, 4 beautiful doves that came to eat that food, and 2 squirrels. From nowhere, squirrels came. And small birds, about 10 birds came. In 2 months now, there are about 500 birds. There are 500 birds. If I come out of my room, I can hear. My room has become like the words. I'm not. It's like a garden. I should use the word forest. But hundreds of birds making chirping sounds. This is SIP. If you are not spiritual, you will not enjoy this. But if you are spiritual, you look up at the stars in the sky and you will get an ecstasy, you will get an orgasm. An orgasm looking at the stars in the sky. For me, I get ecstasy if I look at a beautiful sunset. Just watch the beautiful sunset. So, my dear friends, spirituality is a state of eternal happiness. It is not this maja. Maja will come and go. Chidanand always says ephemeral. It is ephemeral means it is temporary. But what is that state? That state of consciousness that I am SIP. I am not I, but I am. Who am I? I am the soul. Soul is SIP. I am SIP. So the moment we have that consciousness that I am the supreme, I am not this, I am that. Neti neti tattvamasi. This is the highest level of happiness. Not little happiness, the highest level of happiness. Thank you for this call, and I hope to see you tomorrow at 8. Thank you.